What's up, people? Welcome to a new video. Welcome to, well, again, not really new, but a new car added into Horizon 5. So, what I mean by not really new is I think we've had this car in previous Forza titles before. People can correct me down in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure we did. I'm pretty sure I played with this car before. However, I am not sad that they added it into the game again because I really like this 911. So this is a 997. This is a facelift. This is like one of the later generations of the 997. However, this isn't just a normal 997 or just an RS. It's a 911 GT3 RS 4.0. So obviously the 4.0 stands for the capacity of the engine, and obviously since nowadays it's standard to have the 4.0 liter pretty much engine. In this generation of the 997, I'm pretty sure it was only like a 3.6, right? Something like that. Anyway, regardless, it's really high revving. It sounds great in this game as well. It's so good. It's so good. And the balance is great on it. I want to build this thing. I want to try and build this thing for racing. It feels great to drive it completely stop. I'm just listening to it, by the way. I'm just listening. Even from the inside. Super high revving. Sounds great. Let's stop in here for a second. Alright, turn that radio off and... Ah, it's really nice. Still V12 or V10 or whatever, but flat 6 always sounds really good. I really love the high revving of them. I think they're just amazing. And as you guys know, I'm a huge fan, especially of the GT3s and the GT3 RSs, the new ones that come out. Well, not the brand new ones specifically, but just the ones that have the 4 liters in them. So from the 991.2 pretty much up. And those engines are amazing. They're super responsive to great cars. So again, like I said, I want to build this thing for racing. I kind of want to keep it maybe in S1. And maybe work from there. I'm not entirely sure. But I want to do something. So let's just have a look here. Let's see. It looks really good too. Like it's a really handsome looking car. Alright, cool. Anyway, let's modify this thing. Let's see what, first of all, we could do to it. Which is most likely, yeah, we could put the 3.8 liter flat 6 twin turbo in it, obviously from the GT2 RS, I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna do that, however. I can turbo this though. So I keep the standard engine that's in it now, which is the 4 liter, obviously. I can twin turbo anyway. So I can either put this engine in it, right, which gives me an extra, what, a little bit of power, maybe a little 200 horsepower, right? A little 200 horsepower for 50k. Or I can put the turbos in it, and it gives me slightly less horsepower, but for 1,800. And it has a more revvy engine, and it sounds a lot better. Interesting. You know what I'm going to do, actually? The main thing, and the main most important thing is, I don't honestly think that this needs a lot of power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it some really good tires. Weirdly enough, this isn't even on semi-slick tires. Interesting. Okay, well I'm going to give it some slick tires. I want it to handle well. 245s on the front. We can go with something a little wider. I think 275s is pretty mad. So we'll go with those. And then on the back we have 345s. And that's the one big thing that I want to keep on this car. And that's for it to have like really good tires. I'm pretty sure that's non-adjustable. That is adjustable, which doesn't even look too bad. And for whatever reason, this is non-adjustable as well. It's very strange. Well, I guess it is just, just a wing on it, and that's pretty much it. So whatever you get, whatever's there is whatever you get, pretty much. But for this, I definitely want to add some more downforce with this car, because I love the balance of this thing, having it rear-edged rear-wheel drive. I just feel it just feels really nice to drive. So I'm gonna keep it like that. As for this, I'm gonna pick the race diff. Obviously, I'm gonna be adjusting that. Brakes are already really good on this thing. Obviously, I can't really change anything there. I don't really want to turn this thing for drifting either. Okay, I think that's fine. I think we're fine with this thing. Oh my god, we can get it to rev even higher. Okay, past 9k. Like, it's like 9,500. Okay, that doesn't really change much. I really want to have a look and see what the exhaust sounds like afterwards. As much as I like this thing, having it NA is just, it's just something about it. I actually really like that. I really, really like that. Alright, cool. And we kept it non-turbo as well. Okay, is there anything else that I could possibly do here to get this thing to have just... I mean, even the track width just doesn't look bad if I bring it on the highest setting here. Okay, interesting. Maybe wheels. We could probably get some lighter wheels. Can we get some lighter wheels? Oh, we can. We can get some slightly lighter wheels. I feel like it'd be a lot nicer if we could put separate wheels for the front and the back, if that makes sense. I kind of like these Kona wheels. I feel like they kind of suit it. It just reminds me of the GT2 RS wheels. I'm going to put these on. I'm going to put these on. I'm going to leave them in the color that they're in now as well. As for size, I'm going to leave them 19s all the way around. And that is going to be it. So that is now 700 horsepower. At the top of S1 pretty much. The grip has gone up by a huge amount. So this should be a lot more interesting to drive. I'm going to do a bit of racing with it. I'm going to bring it into trials. Or not trials, into rivals, sorry. And we'll have a look and see what this thing is like. I'm going to lower this as well. Quite a bit. I'm not going to fully lower it, but I'm going to lower it just a little bit. Here. As for air, I'm going to slap this over to cornering. Because I'm not really going to be using this thing for top speed runs or high speed runs or anything like that. And the gearbox, I guess... I mean, it all, I guess, depends on the track, right? Because if I guess it just depends on the track. And then for this, I'm going to adjust this accordingly. I want to see how it drives, and then I'll bring the acceleration up or down. We'll see what that's like. Okay, cool. Let's drive this thing. Let's see if it's just as good as I envision it to be. Because it's a 911. Come on, it's supposed to be really fast. Of course, a lot of power. All go through rear wheels. It's going to be a little sketchy sometimes for some of the tire corners, but... Oh no, it's good. The high-speed corners are good. Brakes haven't really changed, so... Brakes just feel fine. Oh, the van just turned a different colour. Tiny bit understeer. I'm gonna have to change that. Just a little bit understeer. I don't know if that's just because of my terrible driving or what. Okay, acceleration out of corners is actually fine. It doesn't feel bad with the diff. I feel like it's pushing it around the corner nicely. Don't really have to worry about it oversteering or anything like that. So it feels fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust, I think, a little bit of my toe. And the stiffening of the dampers and stuff. I need to change that slightly, I think. But it's all going to depend on whatever track I'm racing on. Mostly. But overall, this thing takes corners very quickly. I could keep it at the speed very, very easy without it doing anything. But again, these are high-speed corners, so I'm not really stressing the grip out as much. It's doing a good job. It is doing a really good job. Okay. That's fine. I like it. I like the way this drives. Alright, let's bring it over to Rivals. Let's see what it's like. I'm going to do Horizon Rivals. Obviously street racing. I'm going to try a track that I haven't actually driven in a while. Or I was about to say I've never driven before, but I have driven pretty much every single track. on this list. The Emerald Circuit seems really tight. A lot of technical corners in that. I definitely want to do it in the circuit so I don't have to like constantly leave and stuff every single time. As for this feels a little short. Which one can we actually do? That seems kind of alright. This one we could do. It doesn't have like crazy tight corners. I feel like that we could build this car for this track pretty easily. 2.5 miles long as well. Alright, let's try it. Let's just see. I've never done S1, I guess. But let's just see what this thing is capable of. Okay, we'll do a couple of laps. Obviously, one of these laps is going to be from standstill, so let's just go for it. A bit of water there. I think I'm going to have to avoid that fully, right? Okay. It feels good. It feels quite nice on this track. Could have gone faster there. That was weird, it didn't take away my time. Okay. Yeah, some of these corners I can definitely go faster in, and some of them I have to slow down just a tiny bit more. It's like there, I feel like I could have gone slightly faster. Continue lapping. We'll do a couple more laps. Just to ensure that I'm gonna get a good time on this. So yeah, the high-speed corners this thing can take on pretty well. I just have to, like, just figure out my braking pretty much. Okay, a little slow I think around there. Again. I might need to mess with my gear ratio slightly, I think. So I can keep this slightly higher in the revs as I'm going around these corners. That's fine. I'll take that. Doesn't matter. I hate doing that. I hate when that happens. Oh, it actually messes my time as well. Oh, that's annoying. Wait, actually, can we go back? Let me go back. Because I don't want to, like, ruin the opportunity of a good lap, you know what I mean? So let me go back before I crashed. So my next lap isn't going to be ruined here. Even though that lap is ruined, it's fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Gonna keep the speed up until we get to here. Brake, 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 brake. Full power at these corners is nice. Should probably slow down a tiny bit more there so I wouldn't take that corner so wide. Okay, that was good. That was very good cornering there. And there, didn't really slow down much. Just sort of lifted off the gas for maybe about half a second. See, there I have to slow down 100%. I'm trying to figure out where can I just like sort of lift off and then where do I actually have to brake. There I do have to brake, but I don't have to slam on my brakes like that. There's 103. Good lap. Good lap. 102.009. I'm gonna leave it there. I still think that there's much better cars than this, but it's not a bad build. It's really not bad at all. Not for that circuit anyway. Again, I think that the really tight corners are I don't know. Just gonna have to struggle with this a little bit. I don't know if the super wide tires also lets it turn in as quickly as you might want it to be turning. And the only problem is then if I reduce that, then I won't have as much grip. However, I think the way this works is if I have wide tires, technically it should increase grip. I don't know what I'm talking about. I do know what I'm talking about. It's just I don't know. Anyway, let's just see what this is like. It just doesn't feel right driving it in like super tight circuits. It's really, really good on that circuit. I like that. It was kind of a joy to drive. It was pretty nice. Let's just have a look at what sort of time we got with this thing. Oh, sorry, what positioning we got in the world, because then we can compare it to some of the other cars that are here. So pretty much we have a GT2 RS, which is just a normal one that got some nice cheated scores here. The Bronco, seriously? That just doesn't seem legit at all. Like, most of these just don't seem legitimate. That's ridiculous. Anyway, 1.6 million players. I got 6,529th in the world. I mean, obviously the ones at the very, very top just... Like these as well, with full assists on? Yeah, these... Like, none of these are legitimate. There's just no chance people are getting 49 seconds with it. There's no chance at all that people are getting such a low amount. Anyway, I guess that is it for this guy. So this was the 911 GT3 RS 4.0, obviously the 997 generation. Very cool car. Always love 911s, and I love them even more as time goes on, and I really want one. I want a GT3. I think a GT3 would be unreal to own. It's just a different league of car from the one I have now. I know it's not going to be like a huge amount faster than what my car is now, but I think, you know, just, I don't know, I've sat behind the wheel of a Porsche before, and it's just, it feels special to be in. It feels like a proper supercar, even though it doesn't have the supercar price tag. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, it's still incredibly expensive, but it feels like it should feel very expensive, you know what I mean? But yeah, very, very cool. Plus the 9,000 RPM redline on the newer 4.0 engines. Oh my god, they just sound unreal. So that's why I kind of want one. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. But that was it for today's video in Forza Horizon 5. 911 GT3 RS 4.0. New car added into the game. And yeah, try it out yourselves. Let me know what you guys think of this thing. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.